everybody? It's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to talk about whether or not the Saudi Pro League is on the rise. Is it what Cristiano Ronaldo claimed back a few months ago once he did join Al-Nassr from Manchester United? That the Saudi Pro League will become basically the five most or biggest leagues in the world. At this point, as things stands and how the trajectory of the Saudi Pro League, I feel like he might be onto something. But let's of course discuss some of the big transfers that the biggest clubs in the Saudi Pro League have made from some of the biggest names in the world of football as things stands right now. Make sure you give this video here a big thumbs up and of course also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are on the road to 3K subscribers, so let's try to make that happen as soon as possible. Also feel free to join the SFD membership. Let's get started. So the Saudi Pro League, the new season at least, started, I would say, when you're watching this video, about 2 weeks ago. As things stand right now, we have Al-Ittihad, that's at the top, Al-Ahli second, Al-Hilal third, Al-Tawun fourth, Al-Ittifaq fifth, and Al-Nassr, which I'm repping today. By the way, this is not a real kit, but my dad bought it from Turkey, so why not? And it's kind of a vibe, the last season's kit. But hey, Al Nassr will be probably my Saudi Pro League team. I definitely will start to watch whenever I can, every now and then, because I ain't gonna hold you with the amount of big transfers that have happened, especially this summer. I'm invested and I'm intrigued. So I want to take a little bit of a deep dive into some of the big names that um, the more known clubs or big clubs, we can say, have made this summer or even prior to it. So let's start off with the first one. We have Al-Ahli. And by the way, to those of you who are Arab speakers, who do speak Arabic, I do want to, give a little bit of an apology if I do butcher any names of the clubs. I think Arabic is a beautiful language. I wish I knew. I just know certain words here and there, but not much. But it's a beautiful language, so pardon me. Either way, we start off with Al Ahli. We have Gabriel Veiga, who got signed from Celta Vigo. The guy's 21 years old, so it's not just the elders, okay? No disrespect, that be going to this league. A lot of people are looking at thinking, yeah, is this just going to be a retirement league? People are going for money. Let's be honest. Let them collect their paycheck. It is what it is. But if we can make it a bit exciting as well, then I wouldn't mind that. We also, of course, have Riyad Mahrez from Man City, um, Alan Saint Maxima, Frank Cassie, Edward Mendy, Roberto Firmino. I mean, imagine a front three of Roberto Firmino at top, and you have Riyad Mahrez on the right and Alan Saint Maxima on the left. That sounds like a very tasty type of front three for me, at least, and something that you wouldn't really get to see this usually, hadn't it been for them collecting their checks. But hey, I find this interesting. And then we also are moving on to Al-Ittihad, which, like I said, who are at the top so far of the league. We have Fabinho, okay, we have Jota from Celtic, but then he kind of left not that long ago, so I don't know where he will be going. But either way, Benzema is definitely the biggest name when it comes to this particular club, and unfortunately, did get injured. Hopefully, he'll be back very soon. But hey, a big figure. I know that there's been a little bit of clash between him and Nuno Espirito Santos, who used to be the former Wolves manager, also managed Spurs before he got sacked. And I believe this is his first club he's managing back now. So there's a little bit where he feels like, okay, I didn't really want to sign Karim Benzema, but brother, I know Benzema ain't like he ain't young anymore, but the guy won Ballon d'Or. What, last year? You know, still important dude. You know what I'm saying? Either way, we also have N'Golo Kante, who went on a free from Chelsea. Those are the big names incomings for Itihad. And I believe they probably will be getting some more incomings coming very soon. You never know because the window for the Saudi Pro League, the summer window at least, wouldn't be closing. I believe they would still have a few days, maybe even 1 or 2 weeks after the Premier League closes and some of the other leagues around Europe. So they can still snap up a couple of players from your clubs as well. So nobody's safe. Nobody's safe, nonetheless, for sure. And then we are moving on to Al-Nassr. Of course, the big one here is Cristiano Ronaldo, who um, came to Al-Nassr a few months ago. Obviously, we all know how it ended quite unfortunately with Man United. But hey, I'm moving on. I've healed from that whole incident, but like I said, Cristiano Ronaldo is my favorite player of all time. So and also I do like Al Nassr. We got Saudi Mane. What have we talked? Former Man United player, of course, Real Madrid player, even a Juve player as well. Cristiano Ronaldo playing alongside former Liverpool player Sadio Mane, who obviously he went to Bayern Munich last season. Hasn't worked out whatsoever, unfortunately. It's been stuff happens off the pitch. Potato, potato. Either way, that duo though is working for Al Nassr for sure. They are, I don't know, I'm liking it. They also got the incoming, very recent from um, the Man City center back, Emerick Laporte. The fact that, I mean, Laporte is just, what, 29 years old? I he probably could have gone for a little bit longer. It's a bit weird that no other, European clubs would able to get him. But hey, either way, I think it's a very good signing for Al Nassr. We also have Otavio from Porto, Seko Fofana. I believe he used to be the former captain for RC Lens. And then Marcelo Brozovic, who played for Inter, who's my second team after Man United. Telles, okay, Alex Telles, the left back from Man United. Didn't really work out, but hey, he's, just doing his thing, collecting his coins at Al Nassr. But yeah, so Al Nassr, I mean, when you think about compared to some of the other clubs, especially the one that we're going to talk about right now, Al Hilal, um, I would say maybe it's not completely star spec, if that makes sense. But Al Hilal, though, that one, Neymar, okay, from PSG. Yeah, I believe he got himself a private plane. He got, a freaking mansion with lots of different bedrooms. Like he was offered a lot to um get to play for Al Hilal in the Saudi Pro League. But the actual players that have gotten so far in general for Al Hilal is looking very tasty. We also have Malcolm, played for Zenit, Ruben Neves, the former Wolverhampton captain. We also have Mitrovic. Very recently, we all know he really wanted to go, leave Fulham, get that big move to Al Hilal, the money, generational wealth for his family, of course, and whatnot. So I get it. And we also have Sergio Milinkovic-Savic from Lazio, Koulibaly from Chelsea, Bono from Sevilla. Come on. This team is looking quite good to me. Very tasty indeed. So, I mean, it almost feels like a lot of these different teams here in this league just feels like this is like if you're playing a game. I've never played Football Manager, but some of you guys probably have, and you can just get random players, random big players to end up being in a club and playing together, which probably wouldn't necessarily be Um, Something that you would do in a day-to-day life, if that makes sense. But now they get to play together. You get to actually see this combination. How would that work? Moving also on to Al-Ettifaq, we know that that's managed by Steven Gerrard. Jordan Henderson has went there as well. Um, collecting his coins. Musa Dembele from Lyon is also another more familiar player from Europe that's went to Al Ettifaq. But those are the clubs mentioned are I would say the biggest club in this league for sure, which is interesting. I believe that has maybe potentially the most backing, financial backing. I think that the owners of Newcastle has some type to do with also managing or owning, I should say, those of a few of the clubs that I mentioned in the Saudi Pro League as well. But like I said, a lot of people, let's keep it 100, a lot of people that have gone to the Saudi Pro League, they're going for money. We're not going to sit here and say that they're not, but I am intrigued by seeing the types of players that they are getting. They're getting not just players that are at the end of their career, but also players that might be in their prime, players that at the beginning stages of the career as well. So they have a little bit of everything. And I'm definitely intrigued and interested in seeing what else can you do. How will you guys keep progressing? Will you do this again next season? How will this whole league unfold? But like I said, I think Cristiano Ronaldo might potentially be onto something. This, if they keep going with what they're doing right now, being smart with it, because this is not necessarily a money thing. They got money. Okay. When I say they, I mean obviously the owners of each of the clubs and the actual league in general. The Saudis are let's they rich. This is not about money. It's more so adding more traction, exposure to this league. How do you do that? You need to try to get the best of the best. We also know that Mohamed Salah has been linked to a move to, I believe, also it is Al-Ittihad, the same club Karim Benzema is in, but he probably would be staying at Liverpool, but you never know. Maybe there'll be like a last minute move. He might go. Probably will be next year, but I wouldn't be opposed to him leaving now. That would be quite interesting to see. Either way, I do want to, of course, also hear your opinions as well. What are your thoughts about the league so far? I know some people are like, nah, I'm not going to watch it. Oh my God, so boring. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. There's other leagues that I find really boring so far. The little games that I've seen here and there, I've been entertained. I really have been. And I will be watching. Whenever I have the chance, I will probably be checking it out more and more. So, yeah. But like I said, comment down below your thoughts. And maybe even let me know, who do you think, which player will be leaving next? Will it still be Mohamed Salah going? Will it be any other player? Big ones, let me know. Like the video, of course, if you haven't already, and make sure you do subscribe to the channel as well. We are on the road, like I said, to 3K subscribers. Feel free to also join the SFT membership. It's just another way to support the channel by becoming a member. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be very soon. Peace out. Sofia out. Bye-bye.